Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I was just about to record a YouTube video and figured I'd give you a call, tell you I like you a bunch. Yeah. No, I gotta hand it to you. It's just, no, I find you very appealing. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to stalk you. Somebody on my channel asked me about green bananas and said that when she's tried them green, they're terrible. Yes, when they're raw and they're green, they're terrible. But green bananas when cooked are a different animal. They become a starch. I used to wonder why, when so many fruits and vegetables taste so good ripe, why anybody would eat them green. Like, why would you eat green bananas when you could eat ripe bananas? Why would you harvest them early, deliberately, and eat them? Then as I thought about it, you know, as you move closer to the equator, there's a lot more sun, there's a lot more productivity year-round. Plants are always producing, and there is a lot of tropical fruit. There's something like 2,000 varieties of fruit that are commonly edible in the tropics. I mean, it's insane. You go further north and what do you have? You have apples, you have pears, you have blueberries, you have mulberries, you have a handful of other things. It's not a lot. The further south you get from the northern hemisphere, or the further north you get from the southern hemisphere, as you get closer to the equatorial region, things start producing lots more, you know, lots of fruit, incredible amounts of fruit. So, whereas up north, you might be growing potatoes and growing grains and that sort of a thing. When you get to the tropics, you've got a lot more sugar and often less starch available, except for yams. So when you've got bananas producing all the time, you can get all the right bananas you want, but you can get tired of just eating sweet stuff and you could want some starch to fill you up and feel like you can keep going longer. So that's why I assume people started eating green bananas and green papayas and other fruits and vegetables in green instead of going all the way. And bananas are actually an excellent starch, as are plantains. These are plantains, which are basically a giant banana that's a little more starchy than regular bananas. It's not very good to eat when fully ripe. It still has sort of a starchiness to it. So if you cook a green banana, it becomes more akin to a root. You know, it tastes like, kind of like a potato. It's got a little chewiness to it, and it's good. So if you've got banana trees, you can either wait all the way and harvest them as fruit, or like we do here, the man that built this property told me, he said, if you have bananas and plantains in the ground, you will never go hungry. Just plant more, keep planting more. And so what he did was he kept taking little pups and planting them here and there and everywhere. So there are just so many banana and plantain trees here that there's no way we can starve. And so since I said, you know, our fridge hasn't been working, we can just go and harvest bananas and boil them or fry them, and we've got all the food we need because there's just so much food here. We don't have to go buy Cheerios, we have bananas, right? So a little bit on green bananas. You can chop them up and put them into stews, you can mash them, you can boil them in the skins, then peel them out and mash them with some butter and salt. That's pretty good. Or take them out of the skins after boiling them in the skins when they're a little soft and fry them. That's really good because they're cooked all the way through when they hit the frying pan. You just fry them, make the outside crispy. I mean, they're like French fries. You could dip them in ketchup. Awesome. So yeah, we've got more than we need. And some of these here, like these guys, I've heard these called rock figs. They're real hard, and they've got some hardness on the ends of them unless they ripen properly. But at this size, we'll put these aside and let them ripen. When they start to get a yellowy green and they fill out, the banana form fills out, that's when we harvest them if we want to eat them. Let's see if I can find some here to show you. These guys here, these are more like a Cavendish type, like the ones you would see in the grocery store. These guys here, if we let them sit aside for a week or so, they'll start to ripen up and turn yellow, and they'll be very sweet and delicious. But we could cook them at that point, or I've got these, which have a little more hardness to the edges of them still. They're not quite as filled out, but there's a lot of flesh in them. These guys are going to get boiled and fried or put into soup and that kind of thing. There's a reason I like bananas. A bunch. A whole bunch. A whole bunch of bunches. Be sure to like and subscribe and catch me on the web at thesurvivalgardener.com. Share my videos. I'm heading for 15,000 subscribers this year. That's my goal. We're at 11,000 and something now, but if you send my channel to your friends, I appreciate it. If you find it at all entertaining. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Catch you next time, and until then, may your thumbs always be green.
Green bananas help you load up on starches. Better for you than the golden arches. Though even eating batter is probably better. I said goodbye to Wendy, so you know I won't forget her. Biggie says my fries hook me up with a Frosty, but then the effort of digestion will exhaust me. Leave me feeling like I ate Crisco and rocks. Feeling ill from my head down to my socks. So I'll take my machete and march down the hill, chopping down a stalk like Tarzan makes a kill, staggering back beneath the weight of the fruit like a pirate with his ill-gotten loot. Yet I thank the Lord that he lovingly stored excellent calories inside the lovely banana like Santa, coming down your chimney with gifts. The banana tree, as its leaves uplift, gathers the sun, ripens up the goodies. So all you boys and girls, hearts should eat and enjoy the taste, ripe or baked, of one of the top foods the Creator made. Romance as a staple.